Good morning, everybody. Good morning. It is Monday morning. Come on in, you guys. Come on in and get motivated. Blessings. Come on in and get motivated. My smoke alarm will get fixed. I'm so sorry about that. So please don't let that be a distraction. What's up, everybody? Let's get motivated. We're going to talk about a little bit of things. I am back up here. If you are new to me, if you are new to following me, my name is Lady Q Inspires because I love to inspire people because I've been through so much, okay? I am not one of them TikTok prophets who get up here and just be talking about nonsense and have never experienced anything. So I love to encourage people and inspire people because I have been through it, all right? And when you've been through something, you know how to teach something, okay? You can't teach anything if you've never been through nothing, all right? So good morning, you guys. Good morning. Come on in and share the live because we are about to talk about some things. I'm about to shed fire on your morning. So if you just come in, you guys, what's up, you guys? I'm in New York. If you want to put where you from, put where you from. What city and state are you watching from? That'll be nice. If you can put what city and state you're watching from, that'll be nice. That'll be nice. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. I may have to try this again, so bear with me real quick. I may have to try this again. All right. But blessings, everybody. Blessings, blessings, blessings. We're going to talk about something today. It's going to really help your morning. So if you're laying down right now and you're like, man, I feel crummy. I don't feel like getting up. I don't feel like going through life. This right here is going to bless your morning, all right? I am under the weather, y'all. Good morning, y'all. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Hey, Sean D. King. I'm under the weather, y'all, so that's why I got this robe on. I know it don't sound like I'm under the weather, but I'm feeling a little better. I had a fever last night, and guys, I don't look my best because I am struggling right now. I'm sniffing, I'm coughing, and I'm so sorry, guys. I don't like speaking with a robe on, y'all, but this word, like this word that I had to give out, like it was a nudge. Like I have to get it out. I have to get it out. I have to help you, right? What's up, y'all? Good morning. Good morning. All right. We are on the set apart journey. I have created a set apart journey. This set apart journey that we are on the life of Joseph, okay? For my newcomers, please ignore the smoke alarm. I'm going to get that fixed. Don't let it be a distraction. But we are on the journey of Joseph. Everybody knows about Joseph, okay? Joseph in the Bible, everybody knows, all right? Blessings, blessings to you. And we are on a set apart journey. And I called it set apart because a lot of us were set apart for a reason. A lot of us were set apart for a reason, not a season. A lot of you were set apart so you can be a setup for somebody else, right? So maybe God was setting you up the whole time. When the enemy tried to set you up, God was setting you up for his purpose, for your purpose, okay? So if you always felt like you were set apart, or what they call it, the black sheep, all right? The black sheep is always the ones that people come to help for later. So if you feel like you've been set apart, you've been the oddball out, right? Or you've been the person that, you know, everybody knows, but they know it and they know you in an ill way. Like you always been the family's embarrassment because you always been the black sheep. You always shared truth about things. You've always been different, you know. If you felt like that, just like Joseph, he was different. He was set apart. He didn't even understand why he was set apart. He was just set apart, right? So some of us are born to be set apart. Some of us were born to be chosen, and we can't help that. But people on the outside, they look at us like we're trying to be better than them, but they don't know that we have struggles every day. They don't know that we wish that we were normal like them, right? They don't know that we wish that we can just sit back and relax, but we have a fight in us, right? We have a fight in us. So that's why I created the set apart journey, you guys. This morning, I'm going to be talking about building stamina. Building stamina, y'all. Building stamina. All right? Stamina. Building stamina, okay? Now I am going to get a board or whatever. This might be spelled wrong, y'all. It's all right. I might get a board. I'm going to get a board soon, but just bear with me, y'all. Building stamina. That's what we're going to talk about. Building stamina. God is building stamina. All right. I want to stop and pause and let you know that God is building stamina in you. The storms that you're going through is building your muscles. It's building your strength. It's building your wisdom. It's building your knowledge. So we're going to go over 5 points this morning. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. We're going to go over 5 points, okay? God is building stamina in you. This right here that you're going through, He's building your stamina, right? The things that you prayed for, He has to build you up so you can handle everything He gonna give you. How can you get a lot of things that you prayed for? How can you get all of those blessings? How can you be a business owner? Or how can you own houses? Or how can you do this and that without the strength, without the stamina, without the knowledge? You can't just go out there and say, oh, I'm strong. You can't just go out there and say, oh, I'm smart. I got the wisdom. You have to experience something to be that. You have to experience something to get knowledge. You have to experience something to be intelligent, right? You can't just go out there with no experience. And guess what? People are not going to want to connect with you if you have no experience, right? You want a big time job, and you know how people brag and say, I'm going to do this. I'm going to have 3 cars. I'm going to have a white picket fence. I'm going to own businesses. I'm going to be in real estate. I'm going to do this. Can you really handle all of that? So why do you think that God allows experience to come your way? Why do you think God allows life challenges to come your way? Why do you think God allows storms to come your way, right? So you can be ready for more storms. But sometimes He builds those storms and allows for you to go through those storms so you can handle the blessings that you've asked for. This is building stamina. I'm going to go over 5 points, y'all, okay? But we're going to be in 3 scriptures. I'm going to grab my Bible over there. We're going to be in 3 scriptures. We're going to be in Genesis, y'all, all right? So number one, trials make you build stamina. Trials make you build stamina. I know you can't see it, you guys. I said I'm going to get a board or whatever, but this just helps me be in order for you. Trials make you build stamina. Anytime God allows trials to come into your life, right? So that it can build you. Your muscles have to be stronger. The storms are making you stronger. This storm that you're going through, I promise you, it's making you more powerful. It's making you more stronger. The storm that you're going through right now, you're going to look at this storm when you grow in your future. You're going to look back and say, dang, I'm kind of glad I went through that storm. You never know if somebody needs help later on. You never know if you're in an area, or for example, I remember, this is just a little example. I got stuck in an elevator, right? And that was my fear my whole life. You know, I don't know how you feel about elevators. This is just an example. That has been my fear my whole life. I never liked riding elevators, right? But I like roller coasters. Isn't that weird? Elevators, they're claustrophobic, you're closed in. I remember I got stuck in an elevator like months ago with my babies, y'all, with my 2 babies. I should have panicked. I should have screamed. But my trials that I've been through, those sufferings that I've been through, I didn't know that it took away that fear. So I'm in the elevator with my babies. I'm like, we gonna get out. We gonna get out. Now, on the outside of the elevator, we were at their doctor appointment. People were scared. Like, ma'am, are you okay? You all right? We're gonna open it. We're gonna open it. I was just chilling. All I did was lift up my hands and pray. I said, God, I know you're gonna get us out this elevator. I was just ready to go home, y'all. Come on. My God, I was just ready to go home. So that's an example, right? And I know that may sound simple to you, but some people have phobia. I used to have a real phobia with elevators. If it's 6 steps or 10 steps, I'm gonna take those 10 steps. That's how I was. But me being in that elevator, I don't know, it was just something in me, and I was like, oh, we gonna get out. We all right. When I got out, don't you know, them people looked at me like, ma'am, are you all right? They were so scared. My 2 babies was there. I was like, oh, we good. All right. Okay, I'm gonna just wait right here, wait till you call us. I'm just ready to go home, right? And they was looking at me like, how can she just be so calm? Storms will make you calm for later on challenges, y'all. If you catch my drift, maybe something is gonna go on. I'm not gonna speak this over nobody. It's just examples. Maybe it's gonna be maybe think about a bad accident on the road and you're the only person that's on the highway calming people down. Because why? Because you went through storms. You went through trials. And the same God that took you through your storms will be the same God that's gonna take other people through their storms, right? This storm that you're going through, this suffering that you're going through, it's building your stamina. Trust me. I am a living witness. I had to go through so much. I had to go through homelessness, sleeping in my car while pregnant, taking care of another baby, going through stuff by myself. Not only that, it was so much. And now when trials come my way, I remember that it's in me. Sometimes, I don't know what type of God you serve, but sometimes God allows you to go through storms so it can build you. Yes. And let me stop and say this. Some of you are praying that God takes the storm away. And I said this message a long time ago. Your prayers are going to change later on. And what I mean by that, you're going to start praying that God give you the strength for all this money that's going to come. You're going to ask God, God, give me strength. I got to do this business. I got to do this client. I got to run these clients. Your prayers are going to start changing, right? Yeah. See, God is building you for what you prayed for. You know how we walk around saying we want this and that and that and that, and we want this and that. How are you only going to be, how are you going to handle that? Some of you guys don't even like people. How you want to be a business owner or do this and do that and be big in life and have streams of income when you don't even like people? God is trying to, train you by communicating with people more. Come on, y'all. This is building stamina. Yes. The second thing. But first, I want to go to Genesis 37, y'all. The first trials make you build stamina. I'm going to go to Genesis after the second point. You have to be able to handle what's out there. The first point was, if you have a notebook and pen, you can write it down. The first point, trials make you build stamina. You have to be able to handle what's out there. You have to. You have to. I'm sorry. Excuse me, you guys. I should have had this together. I'm so sorry, y'all. You have to be able to handle what's out there. It's stuff out there, y'all, that you are not prepared for. And God knows that. He knows that you're not going to be prepared for evil out there. Oh, it's some evil out there. Come on, y'all. It's some mean people out there. It's some people that's dressed like angels that's really evil. Come on, y'all. It's some people that you would never think that will switch on you. Come on, y'all. So a lot of things, a lot of us, we've been through betrayal. We've been through people tricking us. We've been through people switching up on us. Come on. And when we get out there and somebody else do it, we're not going to worry. We're going to be like, oh, that's no shock. Oh, that's no shock. You don't want to be my business partner no more. Oh, that's no shock. You don't want to be connected to me no more. I done been through it. Come on. You're not going to tell them that, but that's going to be in your mind. I done been through the worst. Come on. Your worst. Come on, somebody. Sometimes God allows you to go through your worst so you can be ready for what's out there. Come on. Come on. Let me tell you something. Some of y'all are so anointed. You want to travel. I don't know who I'm talking to, but you've been talking about traveling. Maybe you've been saying, oh, I want to travel. I want to go here. Don't you know, some of y'all got to be anointed to go to other territories. Come on. Other countries is just not countries. That's a whole nother territory. You got to be prepared for that. People say, I want to go to Nigeria. I want to go to New Orleans. I want to go here. You have to be prepared. Some people you've never met before. Come on. God is preparing you in that isolation so you can handle what's out there. Come on, y'all. So when a stranger do you wrong, right? Or when somebody try to set you up, right? Or when somebody try to lie on you, right? It's not going to bother you. You're not going to go into a panic mode, right? You're not going to be mean. You're not going to be rude. You're going to know how to pray. Come on. You're going to know how to pray for that person. Come on. This is building stamina, y'all. You have to be able to handle what's out there. You can't just be locked up thinking that God is just going to send you out to the wolves. You have to be able to handle what's out there. It's things out there that you're going to be like, man, oh my God, these people so evil, or these buildings so evil, or you just have to handle what's out there. Yeah. I'm going to go to Genesis 37, y'all, 13 and 14, because God was building Joseph's stamina the whole time and he didn't know it. When his brothers was jealous of him and picking on him and stuff, he didn't know that that was building his stamina. Hallelujah. He didn't know that it's building him. See, when people do you wrong, they don't understand that it's building you. See, they think it's hurting you when it's building you. They think it's hurting you when it's blessing you. Come on. When people poke and pick at you, and when they plot on you, and when they do all these things to you, see, your ex didn't know that it blessed you. Come on. See, your ex didn't know that they build you up. Come on. They building you up. I want you to change your mindset this morning. If you don't believe that God can build you up by breaking you down, I'm a living witness, y'all. This is building stamina. Some people think that they're hurting you and that they're destroying you. The whole time they were pushing you to purpose. Come on, y'all. This is pushing you to purpose. This is pushing you forward. Come on. Some people don't know that they pushed you forward. Come on. They push you into the hands of God. They pushed you into the arms of God, y'all. Genesis 37, 13 and 14. Genesis 37, you guys. 37, 13 through 14. All right. And Israel said unto Joseph, do not thy brethren feed the flock in Shechem? Come, and I will send thee unto them. And he said to him, here am I, right? And he said to him, go, I pray thee, see whether it be well with thy brethren and well with the flocks, and bring me word again. So he sent him out of the vale of Hebron, and he came to Shechem. This is 37, 13, and 14, y'all. This is the King James Version. I'm sorry. You guys, look. When Joseph's father told him to go, go with his brothers and do what he need to do and everything like that, his brothers will pick at him and just saw him from afar. That's when they plotted to kill him. That's when he was like, look, we got to kill him, right? We have to kill them. He's this dreamer. He's the favorite. Some people get mad because you're favorite. And you don't even know why you're favored. You're just favored. God just favors you. Sometimes some of you are God's favorite because you can handle storms. See, some people think that you're God's favorite because God just give you everything. No, don't you know you're God's favorite because you can handle storms that nobody else can handle? You can handle trials that nobody else can handle. You can handle suffering that nobody else can suffer through. That's why I say some people that are against you, they will never be able to walk like you. They will never be able to walk in your shoes. The people that are against you, the people that continue to prey on you and to talk about you and to gossip about you, they will never be able to walk in your shoes. Never. The people that put curses on you and do all of these things, and they're in desperation, wanting you to fail, they will never be able to go through what you go through. You are God's favorite because you know how to handle storms. You know how to handle trials. You know how to handle tribulations. I know you don't want to hear that this morning, but you just gonna have to accept that you are the chosen one that knows how to handle whatever comes your way. God is that knows how to handle whatever comes your way. God is building your stamina, y'all. So number three. Number two was you have to be able to handle what's out there. You can't go through anything just because. God doesn't allow anything to come at you just because. If he put it on you, you know how to take it off. If he put it on you, you know how to take it off. All right. Meaning you know how to conquer it. Nothing is going to come your way if you didn't know how to conquer it, y'all. If you didn't know how to conquer it. Yeah. The reason why it's coming at you because you know how to conquer it. Number three, y'all, this is building knowledge. This is building knowledge. This is building knowledge. This is building knowledge. What you're going through right now is building your knowledge. You may not see that, but it's building your knowledge. All right. The things that I've been through, I can now see if somebody is for me and if they're not, sometimes by just looking at them. It builds your eyesight. Not only does it build your knowledge, God builds your eyesight. You be able to see more. If you got a group of people who is always against you or switching up on you, or you've been through an abusive family, or you've been through narcissistic abuse, or you've been through family abuse, or you always was the scapegoat, it's making your eyes see more what's out there. It's building your knowledge. You are more knowledgeable. You're more intelligent. You know how to think straight. You know how to use discernment. Not only is it building your stamina, it's building your knowledge. You're going to have knowledge to know what's out there. You're gonna have to have more knowledge to handle what you pray for. You're gonna have to have more knowledge to communicate with different connections that God send your way. You're going to have more knowledge of what's out there and what's coming to you, y'all. You're going to have more knowledge when you don't get no support and you just keep going. See, that's building your knowledge. See, the no support right now, because some of you are battling with rejection. That's building your knowledge. You know that, right? That's building your knowledge. That's making you smart enough not to have the spirit of validation, not to care if nobody supports you because you know who you are, not to care if nobody sees you because you know your worth. That's building your knowledge, because when you have that type of knowledge, you know how to keep working. You know how to stay consistent, even if people don't see you, even if people overlook you, even if people purposely reject you. Come on, y'all. This is building knowledge. The rejection is building knowledge. Come on. I don't know who I'm talking to. Hallelujah. The rejection is building knowledge. Come on. It's building your knowledge. Yes, yes. I know you've been rejected by everybody. I know you've been rejected by every single person. You can't even see new connections coming your way. Every time a new connection come, here come the enemy taking it away. Come on. And this is for somebody. New connections are starting to come in your life this season. There'll be connections that won't be jealous of you. There'll be connections that's going to stay with you. There's going to be connections that's going to pray for you. You're going to be connected to the right people. Why? Because you have the knowledge. You have the knowledge on to know what to cut off and who to cut off. Come on. One thing about why? Because you have the knowledge. You have the knowledge on to know what to cut off and who to cut off. Come on. One thing about me to do this. I don't care what title you carry. If you are unclean, you got to get away from me. I don't care beside your name. It say pastor this. It say prophetess this. It say evangelist this. If you are unclean, I'm going to cut you off. You can't run with me. Come on. If you unclean, you can't run with me. And sometimes I don't always get that right. We're not perfect. Come on, y'all. I'm saying rejection builds knowledge in you, because you know when you're on the phone with somebody or when you're having a conversation with somebody, you can know in less than 1 minute, less than 60 seconds if they for you or not. And now you have the knowledge like, oh no, she gonna switch up on me. Oh no, he gonna switch up on me, right? It builds knowledge. If you were rejected by your family growing up, right? If you were rejected by your family growing up, if you were the black sheep, you now have the knowledge on how to maneuver. Hallelujah. You now have the knowledge on how to maneuver. Come on. You're not weak, right? You're not dumbfounded. You're not a fool. It's building knowledge. Come on, y'all. It's building knowledge. I'm going to go to Genesis 37, 23 through 24. I'm going to get my other Bible, you guys, because this is the King James Version for real. This is the New King James Version, because I know some of y'all like can't understand that. This is building knowledge, you guys. I just thank God that he is just building us. A lot of things that we're going through, you guys, take it from me. I'm a type of person, I've been through so much. I don't always get it right. When I started my TikTok, I was homeless. I was going through homelessness. Nobody knew on TikTok. I never told nobody on TikTok, but I was sleeping in my car when I made my first video. I was on my journey coming to wherever I was coming to, asking God for direction. And when I would post my videos, I was sleeping in a hotel or I was in my car. I had a vision, right? And I would just speak. And something told me, just speak. Sometimes I didn't even know what I was talking about. I just encouraged people. That's all I did. And I just kept going, y'all. This is building your stamina. I'm telling you, it's building your stamina, y'all. It's building your stamina. What did I say? Genesis 37, 23 through 24. This is building knowledge. Come on. 37, 23 through 24. Yes, you guys. What's up, y'all? Good morning. Good morning. This is building your knowledge. 37, 23 through 24. And it came to pass when Joseph came to his brethren, and they stripped Joseph out of his coat of many colors that was on him, and they took him and cast him into a pit, and the pit was empty. There was no water in it. So that's what his brothers did to him. In Genesis 37, 23 and 24, his brothers threw him in the pit, right? They were jealous of him. They didn't want him to exist. Come on. You gotta be that jealous of somebody to throw your own blood brother into a pit. Come on. Just drift into a pit and then lie to their father and say, oh, he got mauled by an animal, right? It was just so disheartening, right? God knocks you down to build you up. That's number 4. Number 3 was this is building knowledge. Number 4, God knocks you down to build you up. I know you guys can't see these. I apologize. God knocks you down to build you up. God knocks you down to build you up. Yes, yes. Bear with me real quick, you guys. I'm here. God knocks you down to build you up. Yes, God will literally knock you down if you're stubborn. I know me, somebody like me, I was stubborn. I didn't listen. I was in rebellion, right? He will literally knock you down. Yes, allow you to be knocked down if you don't listen, just to build you up. Look, like a building, y'all. How can a building become a new building if it has not been knocked down? How can you be a new building if you've never been knocked down? Sometimes you have to be knocked down so God can build you up. When a building falls, they build a new building, right? They build a new building. So how can a building become new if it hasn't been knocked down? An old building has to be knocked down before so it can become new. If you ever went through your highway or your community and you saw a building getting remodeled, or you saw a building getting demolished, right? It has to get demolished and then built back up. You are that building. You are a building. Sometimes you got to get knocked down so God can build you up. Because how can you be builded up if you've never been knocked down? This storm that you're going through, you guys, is giving you knowledge, it's building your stamina, and it's building you up. Yes. Before you know it, you're going to be the type of person that people will come to for prayer. Before you know it, you're going to be the type of person that people will come to for advice. Before you know it, you're going to be the type of person that people are going to come to ask, hey, how did you get through this? How did you get through this? You're going to have all the knowledge, right? You're going to be built up. This is building you up. Yes, this is building you up. The lack of support is building you up. The people that's overlooking you, it's building you up. Come on. Sometimes God purposely allows people to overlook you on purpose, so later on, they can regret it. So later on, they can be like, dang, I should have connected myself with them. I should have ran with them, right? I should have listened to them. I should have never overlooked them. Sometimes God allows people to reject you so you can be built up. Come on. Because if people are around you, or if the familiar people are around you, or if the people you know are around you, they're only going to distract your building from being remodeled. Come on, y'all. So the rejection is literally protection. The rejection is literally building you up, you guys. Come on. I hope you're listening, y'all, but it's all right. This knockdown is building you up, building stamina. Number 5, God remembers what you prayed for. God remembers what you prayed for. So we was just in Genesis 37:23-24, Genesis 39:12. I want to read that, Genesis 39:12. Y'all, God is so good, you guys. I've been through so much hell in my life, and that hell, my God, some of you have been in the furnace and you coming out looking like entirely no smoke. Come on. Some of you are in the furnace right now, and I promise you, you're going to come out looking like no smoke because you had somebody with you. Yeah, and people are not going to realize, they're not going to understand why you look so joyful, why you look so happy. You're supposed to still be in your pit. You're supposed to still be angry. You're supposed to still be depressed, but you're not, right? Because you had somebody with you, which was God, y'all. I'm going to read Genesis 39:12. 39:12, 17 through 18. 39:12. Yep, 39:17 through 18, you guys. Yes. It's 39:17 through 18 or 12. Bear with me, y'all. This is building you, you guys. Whatever you're going through, I promise you, this is building you. Whatever you with me, y'all. This is building you, you guys. Whatever you're going through, I promise you, this is building you. Whatever you're going So I want to read both Genesis 39, 12 and 17 through 18. So Genesis 39 and 12. Let me see, you guys. And this is when Potiphar's wife sent him to prison when she lied on him. So that's Genesis 39, 17 through 18. And she spoke to him according to these words, saying, the Hebrew servant which you have brought to us came into me to mock me. And it came to pass as I lifted up my voice and cried, that he left his garment with me and fled out. Come on, y'all. God remembers your prayers. And when she did that, when she lied on him, it allowed him to be in another pit, right? But see, because of Joseph's brothers who put him in that pit, because that was a trial for him, that was a suffering for him, right? But it's crazy because favor came right after that, right? When they threw him in the pit and when they when they sold him into slavery, favor came right after that, right? They knew that Joseph was a hard worker, but it's always somebody that will lie on you that won't like your favor. It's always the enemy that will put you back in another pit, but not understanding it's putting you back in order. Not understanding it's remodeling your building again, right? So every single time you get knocked down, you get knocked back up. But God remembered Joseph's prayers when he was in the pit that Potiphar's wife put him in. He just remembered. And Joseph still used his gifts when he was in that jail, interpreted people's dreams and all of that. He still used his gifts, right? God remembered his prayers, right? So being that he was with God, right? And then when Pharaoh said, look, I need somebody to interpret my dream, people remembered Joseph. Just like God will remember your prayers and remember you, people will remember you too. People will remember your character in your storm. Come on, somebody. I don't know who you are, but you are going through something right now. But I'm telling you, keep your character intact. Keep your character intact, because not only will God remember that, but people will remember that too. Your name is about to be in people's mouths. I just heard that your name, your name is about to be in people's mouths, not in a bad way, because see, you're used to your name being in people's mouths in a bad way. You're used to that, but because they put you in a pit, it made your name great to other people looking on the outside, looking at your character. Keep your character intact, because God remembers your prayers. People remember you too. See, Joseph kept his character. See, if somebody else lied on me and I just came from my brothers putting me in the pit too, I wouldn't know how to act, right? I would still be praying to God, but I probably wouldn't be as strong as Joseph. So thank God for Joseph, right? You got to keep your character intact. When people put you in the pit, or when people reject you continually, I know it hurts, but you got to ask God for wisdom and strength so you can keep your character, right? So you guys, God will remember your prayers, meaning that now that you want to do this and you want to do that and you want to be blessed and you want to have kids and you want to get married and you want to do this and that and make money and stuff like that, you have to have stamina to do that. You have to have stamina to handle what you've prayed for. God is taking you through these storms to answer your prayer. Yeah. Yes, God allows these storms. Sometimes he allows it to train you. Yes. Sometimes he allows it to train you. He allows it to train you. He allows it to train you. God will also remember your prayers, just like people. This is building stamina, y'all. Building stamina. Everything you pray for, some of you guys are praying for things that you can't even handle right now. Some of you guys are praying for things that you can't even handle. You can't. You're not ready to handle them. You're not ready. And God had to do me like that at one time when I thought I was ready for something, when I thought I was ready to do this and do that, and I wasn't. I had to go through tests. I had to go through trials. Don't look at the people on the outside. Some of you have to be careful, or people have to be careful of looking at you on the outside because you don't have this and that and that. See, you got to be careful doing that, because some of you are supporting people who already got stuff, but they don't have it in them. See, God is looking for people who got it in them. He's not looking for people who they look on the outside. See, you are somebody, you have it in you, right? You could be living somewhere that's not luxurious. You could be living somewhere that's not in the suburbs and stuff like that. And you got all the knowledge, right? You got all the intelligence, right? So people overlook you because they look at you on the outside, but they don't even know what's in you until later on when they find out, oh my God, all of that was inside of him. All of that was inside of her. I did not know. God remembers your prayers, y'all. God is remembering you. I don't know who this is for, but you feel like that God is not remembering you. He's remembering you. He's remembering you. Don't let the enemy trick you up. One thing about the enemy, he will definitely trick you up. He will make you feel like you're doing everything wrong when you're on the right track. You know how he does that? He sends rejection. He makes you feel like you're not worth it. He makes you feel unseen. He makes you feel like that God is never going to do it. He makes you feel like that God is never going to give you that miracle. He gives you so much lack of support. You could be doing it all. Come on. I'm sorry, you guys. You could be doing it all, and you can know you ever wrote something, or you did a good project, right? Or you did something good. Maybe you work in a job force, maybe you work in the office, and you said, I know this project was great, like I know it, right? See, that's the enemy giving you levels of rejection, and it makes you stop what you're doing. Yeah, don't let the enemy trick you up and let you stop what you're doing because of rejection and because of the lack of support. Because once you stop, somebody else gonna be in line doing the same thing that you were supposed to be doing. I don't know who that's for, y'all, but do not let the enemy trick you up this time. This is building stamina. This is building stamina, y'all. So I'm going to go over the 5 points that I had. I'm going to go over the 5 points that I had. I had trials makes you build stamina. The second one I have, you have to be able to handle what's out here. Okay, you have to be able to handle what's out here. The third one is, this is building knowledge. The fourth one is, God knocks you down to build you up. The fifth one is, God remembers what you prayed for, y'all. Come on. And I was in Genesis 37 through 39. So if you read Genesis 37 all the way through 39, the whole scriptures, you will understand. This is the set apart journey about Joseph, y'all. Joseph is one of my favorite characters. Of course, Joseph is one of everybody's favorite characters because you have been overlooked. You have been set apart. You have been somebody that people couldn't understand, but you are somebody who's going to be able to help people later on. People are going to be able to look at you now. Even your enemies are going to be looking to you. Come on. And you're not going to have that type of heart when you be like, oh, well, get back from me. You did me wrong. No, you're going to forget about it, right? You're not going to forget, but you're going to you're not going to have that type of spirit. You're going to be very humble. You're going to be busy. Come on. God is building your stamina because you're about to be busy. You're about to be overlooked to overbooked. Yes, literally overlooked to overbooked. That's how you are. But he got to build you to be able to be overbooked. Because how can you handle all those clients? And how can you handle your calendar, right? You're going to remember. You're going to be like, you know what? I remember what I went through. And now that I went through that, I will be able to go through this. I will be able to go through my business plans, my clients, my this, my that, whatever you do, whatever blessings God has given you. He's about to give you a whole lot of blessings, but you got to be able to handle it. You got to be able to have that humbleness. You got to be able to be a lender, right? And not a borrower. You're not going to be selfish anymore, you guys. This is building stamina. Don't let the lack of support make you quit. Don't let the lack of support make you quit. That's it, you guys. That's all. This was the set apart journey. I was under the weather today, you guys, so I have on my robe. I'm not feeling well, but I had to get this out. I had to literally get this out. Like, it was a nudge in my spirit, you guys. This is building your stamina. A lot of you that was rejected in life, just wait. That's building you. Yes, you guys. All right. So If this word bless you, if you don't want to, you're not led to, that's okay. The CA is money sign, she's quality. The CA is money sign, she's quality. I have the healed woman coming up. It's only for women. This is a workshop only for women. If you are a woman who needs to be more empowered, needs to be more confident, right? You need dating advice. You need prayers. I mean, literally the healed woman, okay? Not only do you need to be healed, but you need to be a woman filled with faith. You need to be literally healed, forgiving. You need to be literally healed. That's the workshop that's going on today. That I'm promoting today. So if you want to join that, please just put me in the comments or just direct message me and I will send you that link and that information. All right, you guys, God is building your stamina. Don't forget, this live will probably be on YouTube, you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. All right. Make sure you go to my link tree in my bio. I am selling fashion jewelry again. All right, so my website is on my link tree. Go ahead and buy up my website. I don't have any jewelry on hand as of yet, but I will soon. My TikTok shop is getting edited, so you have to go to the main website to shop, you guys. All right, y'all. If you need coaching, everything is on my link tree. I do 1 hour coachings, you guys. If you need a coaching, prayer, or anything, all right, let me know. Everything is on my link tree. I'm praying for you guys. I hope you have a great day. Remember, this is building your stamina. You're not going through this for nothing. Keep on going. Keep on shining. Keep on shining. The rejection and the trials is just confirmation that God is still there. All right, you guys, talk to you later. It's never bye. See you later.